Hi everyone, Lensmanos here. Welcome to episode 36 of Modular Mayhem Let's Play series. Maybe able to hear it. I'll just fly over here. You can probably hear the burn sort of noise. That is this system here. In the last episode I said I was going to set up the sunlight catcher, and this is it here. So it only really happens around midday, but you get an absolute ton of MBU, or MRU I should say. This is full, and it does keep up with the... don't get too close, it'll set me on fire. It does keep up with this crystal collector running. I've currently got it turned off, but I'll just quickly show you. These are the, Earth Essence. So let's type in Essence, I should write. You can see all the different essences here. Fire, these are exceptional ones. Water, air, and earth. So I had that running for a long time. All the blocks are on fire. Doesn't seem to do any damage to them, but yeah, definitely a good way of generating power, and I can just leave that running. Yeah, and it fills the battery back up real quick. What else have I done? I have made, somewhere in here, I have made a magical quarry. I haven't finished making all the other parts I need to get it running. Let's see here, I'll get the book out. To one of these bags. There it is. So I've made the magical quarry, which is in here. Seems pretty cool. Just thought I'd give it a go. The issue is I need to make some of these. I just haven't finished making them yet. You have to put at least one efficiency pick in. Efficiency upgrade, I should say. If you see here, it says increases the mining speed of a quarry by 0.5. A wooden pick mines with a speed of 2. So you've got to put at least one in, and even 3 is only going to mine as fast as a wooden pick would be mining. I'd like to make a bunch of these and just let it go nuts. So I think it's going to take a lot of crafting between episodes. I'll get a couple of these, get a few of these, range upgrades, and I want to make this one. So you see, it's just a lot of crafting using the magician table here. Let's see, I think there's nothing in them at the moment, but I've made some of the ender ones I need and a few other bits and pieces, and I've taken to, let's see, I think I've got the blaze ready. 16, yep. Okay, so what I've taken to doing, making sure there's nothing in there in the first place, putting the outer edge stuff on, and then coming over to this chest and say putting the 1, 2, 3, 4, getting these 4 and throwing them in, and that sends it down into here and starts it working. So you can see I've got a little bit of corruption there, but yeah, so that's the way I've been doing it without getting any sort of a negative effect at all. I've merged 2 nodes in here. I'm not sure whether I showed that in the previous episode. It's been a couple of days since I recorded, so I'm a bit out of touch exactly where I was at. I put a really hot node in that I found way over this way. Where was it? I think it was this one here. It took me 20 minutes, normal time, to pull the node all the way back over here. But brought it over, threw it in, made the thing I needed for that lens, and made a spare one while I was at it, and then pushed the node that I already had in there as well, and it made it into one that's, you can see there the balance is 104, which is very close to neutral. Still says chaos, but it's in the middle. It's in the middle. It's your somewhere, 2's hottest, I think, 0's coldest, so 1 being the middle. It's not a bad merge of the nodes. So made a bit of a path here. I got sick of flying over the hill, and cleared a bit of area out. Just put some of this other junk back away. Now I said I was going to do chromatocraft, but I think I'm just going to give that a little bit of a miss for the moment. I have started setting up something. Whoops. So this is all concrete. I may decorate this wall up, make that a bit prettier. But you can see there's some bits and pieces missing, and I've got a whole big area dug out. This is just some chiseled limestone, same with the floor, and some limestone stairs. I've removed the stairs that went downstairs down to this lower level, and just added another elevator in. So this takes me down to where my generator is. Happily working away over here, running at hardly anything. 600 to 900 RF. Let's just throw a torch there. So I had to dig this bit out because I kept ending up in the wall down there. Not sure why. But in this chest, I have some parts. Now I decided I wanted to try and make the arc furnace from Immersive Engineering. So I went ahead and made all the parts I need to build this arc furnace. It's a huge block. And then I was reading through, and it says about needing the electrodes. So I went, okay, what do I need to make the electrodes? So I made an engineer's workbench, which is a fairly simple little conglomeration. Where have we got here? No, not that one. Immersive. Immersive Engineering. There's a workbench in here. There is there. Fairly simple, just some slabs, fence, and a crafting table. And I pulled out one of the blueprints that I found in one of the villages for the graphite electrode. And the graphite electrode is hiding. Where are you hiding? Graphite electrode. It takes 4 of these HOP graphite ingots, and to make them requires this dust, which requires coke dust. The only way I can see to make coke dust was in the crusher. So I thought, well, if I've got to make that, I'm going to make a crusher. And as you can see, to make the HOP ingots, I'm going to need the dust, which requires coke dust to be put in an industrial squeezer. So I might make another industrial squeezer and perhaps pump. I think that's just a squeezer with the coke dust turns it into this. So I'll just make another squeezer and perhaps build it in, I don't know, one of the walls around here somewhere. Get that running and be able to make that in this area. So I thought I'd firstly work on the crusher. So these are all the things we're going to need for that. Oops. Sort of made myself a bit of a, I guess you call it a project chest. So I can get this stuff done. I did work out how to use the chromatic enchanter in between episodes, and I sort of I put Fortune 5 and Area Minor 1 on here. I probably should have just put Fortune 5, but I just wanted to try it out. It took half of the available, not that one, it took half of this to do it, which is tons of experience converted. Yeah, so I don't know whether I'll use that much. I just thought I want to give it a go, try it out. Crusher. So bottom layer, stop. Alright, come on. Show me the levels. Play. So I know I need... Oh, come on. Alright, here we go. So what are they? 3 light. Okay, so 3 and then... Alright, I think I can do that. 6, 7, 8. So let's... I'm just going to do it here. I'm just going to... do this. I think it was like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like so. Next level is 3 at the back, 1 in the center, 2 at the end. 2 there, 1 there, and that. And then I think it's the fences for the rest. Nope, mustn't need that one there. Oops. That goes there, and then I'm pretty sure it's just hoppers. Knowing my luck, I'm going to need to get to the back of this, because there'll be a power connection on the back, in which case I'll just have to knock the wall out a bit. Where's my hammer? Hammer, hammer, who's got the hammer? Not that bag. There it is. Oh man, and the other thing, I'm carrying around a legendary phaser rifle. It does 13 damage for a very low power rating, so quite impressed with that. Alright. Here's a crusher. And there is something on the back. Is there? Alright, power here. Power here. Output at the front. I think I did that right. And this is where you put a lever to turn it on and off. So I'm just going to put a chest here. And I don't know, maybe I'll put a conveyor system up or something. What else? In the chest I also had some power connectors. And I started running some power over here, so I don't think I'll get to it from there. I may have to go somewhere in the middle. I'll do that. Yes. Awesome. So I'll have to make another connector. Right, so that's this all hooked up. So this probably has power now. Yep, it's got power. Let's go and get some. We've got some blocks of coal coke here. Alright. And I'll use this chest because I'm going to pick these things up for the next item anyway. So let's just grab them and take the chest. And I'll place him just here in the front. I'll probably replace it with a interface or something. I've got a cable right behind that wall there. But for the moment, let's see, just throw them in the top. That should crush that up. It's not going to be heaps, but it'll get it going. Next thing I want to do is make the arc furnace. So to do that, what do we need? And I'll make another squeezer in a few minutes. Arc furnace. So this is pretty full on. We've got looks like a light in the corner there. Oops. Really? Stop. Didn't know you could do this. So light. Oh, I should have paused it, shouldn't I? Light slab. Alright, let's see if we can do this. So I've sort of set this up to be the right width. Get you out of the way, bring you down. Now it's 3 of these. Because it's a 5x5, I believe. It's a slabs. What are those ones? Blocks of steel. 1, 2. Cauldron middle front. Cauldron. Be about there somewhere. Light engineering block there. And slabs, I think, for the rest. I think it was all slabs. That looks about right. So next layer is another light here. Heavy, heavy. 4 corners are heavy, so light there. Light, light, light. Heavy, 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 and a couple of these scaffolds. 1, 2. And then a bunch of these reinforced blast bricks. Like so. Next layer. Whole row of light. 2 steel blocks, and then, okay. Jump. Whole row of them. Where were those 2 steel blocks on top of? Yeah, so there's a gap. Yep, there's a gap. So these 2 steel blocks go here and here. And then 3. Just to move that one. Right. Getting there. Next layer. Okay. Was that a heavy or a light? It's a light. You. One, 2, and then these last 9. Like so. Scaffolding. And then 1, 2, 3. Pretty sure I had the right amount. There's only one way to find out. Oh, there you go. Guess I had too many scaffolds. So I just shift right click the cauldron there at the front. And this is the arc furnace. And I think to open the GUI you right click there. And it's pretty full on. So I've still got to work out how this all works. But I'm guessing the power's here. And I think this power needs to be the high level power. So I'm not sure whether I can convert. I should be able to put maybe 3 of the high voltage batteries back here, and maybe run a line up from my generator, tesseract or something. I wonder whether that'll work. Might work. A couple of tesseracts. But I'm pretty sure all 3 of these need to be connected up. I think it only works on energies input through 3 connectors at the back, supply and control panel at the front redstone. Provide electrodes. Okay, yeah, so I'm not sure what power it requires. I don't think I can use these. But I've got to make the graphite electrodes, obviously. So in here we should have some coke dust. I now need to make look at that. It takes 8 coke dust to make 1 of them. So I need a lot more coal coke and a squeezer. So this has been going well. This has been pretty good as well. I do love the model, especially when it's running powered. It gets through this quite well. 12 blocks of steel in there at the moment, and a ton of slag at the back here. But yeah, I might just convert this back to normal coal coke and throw them all in. It's actually nice and quiet. So I've got to do a bit of work before I can get this running. But yeah, it's definitely my next task. So I might cut it here. I'll go away. I'll make a squeezer up. Perhaps I'll just knock the wall out. Not sure yet, because I don't really want to go building all over the place here. Might be able to fit a squeezer in somewhere out here. It's going to look out of place though, I think. Yeah, I think it looks quite neat there, so... I'll have a think about it, and I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. I made the industrial squeezer here, and I've now got a bit of this done. I'm waiting for more coal coke. It's just taking a lot longer than I was expecting. One thing I have found out though is that aluminium now doesn't... This type smelts in a normal smelter or redstone furnace, etc. But it seems that no, not that one, sorry. There's an aluminium from immersive engineering. Doesn't want to smelt. Well, the aluminium that I have, for some reason, wasn't smelting. So I had a bunch of aluminium. Where is it? This stuff here, aluminium dust, and from Magneticraft, be used in an engineer's workbench or in the arc furnace, induction smelter, but for some reason I can't smelt it in any other furnace. So I'm not sure if that's a bug or what. I'll let Iskandar know, but aluminium dust from Magneticraft in, I think I'm running 1.17.1. I think that's the latest version of Modular Mayhem. Just doesn't want to smelt. So I managed to get some sand and I've just thrown it through the induction smelter here and got a bunch of ingots. And I made, let's just duck over here, check this on the way through. Nope, still no more. I've made one electrode so far, you can see it here. And I've also made these wire connectors. I made a HV capacitor. So HV capacitor is very simple: lead block, steel ingots, aluminium ingots, and some treated wood planks. Made one of them. A few of these, which is hardened clay and aluminium in the middle. And in the wall behind this is a tesseract hooked up to main power. So it's filled up this box. This box, honestly, this cabling, I don't know if it's a bug, but I connected this to this one and those two together and it's full of power. So not sure if it'll run. Gonna give it a go. So just waiting on those last few bits of coal coke. I got this one which I can smelt. Smelt this in here. Yep, got it out. I'll just quickly show you. With the fluid terminal now, notice there's no experience in there. It's still connected up to the mob farm. It is a little bit buggy. For some reason it does play up a little bit. But I've actually connected a cable from the ME system under the floor here and up into the bottom of this with a an export bus, a fluid export bus, exporting experience straight into this unit. So any of the experience that the mob farm generates is getting pumped directly into here when it works, which is turning it straight into liquid chroma, which once this is full will fill up the tank above it. As I said, each time I log in it's a little broken in that I generally have to come over here, pop downstairs, and there's experience everywhere. And if I open the chest and then close it again, it seems to fix it. So I'm not sure what's happening there. But it's now draining out the vacuum hopper, and any more experience that it picks up will go into the tank for the moment. As I say, not sure why. But that's how it is at the moment. So yeah, just a couple of other little bits and pieces I've done in between episodes. Now, got a bit of a question to ask all of my viewers here. Are you enjoying this pack? Do you want to see something else? I've had one comment on one of my other videos about perhaps doing Pickle Pack Magical 3. It's obviously still in beta. I'm not sure when Blake Bro's going to get that to complete. I will probably try it out. I'd like to try out his Intergalactic Discovery as well at some point. But I've got a couple of other packs that I'm liking the look of and would like to give a go. So I guess the question I'm asking all of you, if you've gotten this far in the video, is what do you want to see next? Perhaps in the comment below, or send a message through or something. Let me know what you think. Whether I go for a continue doing Modular Mayhem, which I may still do. I'm going to continue doing the multiplayer with my kids. My kids are loving that, and I'm really enjoying it myself. Playing along with them, and I'm hoping to start teaching them a little bit more about the mods and getting them to do some more on their own. Whether you want perhaps to see another single player HQM pack, in which case at this point I'm thinking it might be Worldly Galaxies, which is on the Curse Launcher. You can probably have a look and check that out. Yeah, Minecraft Worldly Galaxies. That looks pretty good as well. So yeah, just let me know. I think I'm at the point with this pack where there's still plenty to do. I'm just, I guess, losing my way a little bit at the moment. Chromatocraft still has tons to do, and as I say, there's still bits and pieces in here that I haven't even touched. I haven't even touched Engineer's Toolbox, except for that one little machine down here turning cobble into sand because I didn't have a crusher, and I've got the crusher now. So yeah, as I say, let me know, and we'll perhaps make some changes to the schedule in the coming weeks. Right, so throw this last bit in here, and then we might call it an episode, and I might have to come back with the arc furnace all working. I'm still, yeah, a little shy on the this coal coke. So you got to do it in lots of 8. It's got to be in a stack, otherwise it doesn't work. It'll just keep running and using power, I believe. So you can see there, that's only given me 1 extra ingot. I still don't have enough for another. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it an episode here. Let's see what happens if I throw this in here. Will it work? No. Yeah, I've got to learn a little bit more about the arc furnace, and how to use it and how it works best. What's the best things to put in it? But really, I just wanted to build it because I'd never built it before. Never built a lot of the immersive engineering stuff. I have done a crusher before, but and these silos and tanks and stuff, but never done too much more. Back here, you. Got him. This is an awesome gun. Alright. As always, comments below. If you've got an answer to the question from before, please leave it in the comments as well. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.